My name is Kenzie, and this is my story. I was about 16. I had just gotten a job at a Toys R Us, and I was in a really broken place. My family had recently split up. We moved to a new town, and I was just really holding on to all of those things. And I met a friend at Toys R Us, and she invited me to go to church with her. And at first I was really hesitant to go with her because I didn't know what church was all about, and I didn't really want to spend my Sunday morning that way. But she kept asking, and I eventually said yes. And because of her invitation, her persistent invitation, I ended up going to church with her and met a really great community of people who shared the gospel with me, that no matter where I'd been or what I'd done, that Jesus was for me, and it got me in the door and it kept me there. That same friend had applied to go to school at Concordia St. Paul, and I came to visit campus and I really loved it. And so I applied and they accepted me, and I originally applied to come to school for business management. And it was a day in January of my senior year of high school where I was like, I don't really care about money. I care more about people. And so I talked to her and she said, had you ever heard of the Director of Christian Outreach program? And I said, no. And I did a small amount of research, less than a day's worth of research. And I emailed the admissions office and I said, actually, I want to come to school for a Director of Christian Outreach degree. And through my time at Concordia, I've learned a lot about all sorts of things. My first experiences digging into the Old and New Testament were in theology class. And it's really developed this heart for missions and outreach and to share the gospel with people who haven't experienced it, because I know what that feels like. My faith journey is the whole reason that I got into ministry. Because I really tangibly experienced this transformation of the gospel, quite literally changing how I felt about myself, how I felt about others, how I felt about what life is supposed to be about. And that experience is what led me to Concordia and is what has continued to shape my time here, getting to reach out to fellow students and learn about them and share the gospel with them in that same way that the gospel was shared with me. And I've gotten to see other people be really transformed by that. And that's really the heart of why I love ministry so much, is that Jesus can change everything. They are funny, first of all. They have a lot to add to conversation. And they have a story, and they're working through their own big pieces of life, what they want to do, where they're going, what faith means to them on their own. And it's just a gift to be able to walk with them and help shape them and be a positive role model for them as they are figuring out these really big questions for themselves and getting to point them back to the Bible and what's true about them when the world seems a little bit darker in those times. The gospel means to me complete freedom from everything that we experience in daily life. What we've done no longer matters because Christ has given it all for us by going onto the cross and dying for our sins and rising again on Easter morning. And that's really powerful to me because, like I mentioned, I was in a really dark place the first time I truly heard the gospel. And being able to just let go of all of these worldly challenges and all of these thoughts I had about myself and realize that there's a God out there who loves me and sees me and calls me his perfect child.